this is Charlie from Adventures with Charlie, and welcome back to the review circle, DreamWorks month. I know I haven't been doing it all month, but I did want to do my Captain Underpants review today, and to make up for not doing any well throughout the month. Anyway, Jordan based off the popular book series, George and Harold are two friends, but the principal, Mr. Krupp, wants to separate them to make sure that doesn't happen, and they hypnotize their principal and turn him into Captain Underpants. But then a real villain comes along, on which is up to the two boys and their silly superhero to fight. And so, I have never read any of the Captain Underpants books. I didn't know it was a thing until 2017. Don't judge me. Anyway, I heard they're really funny and popular with most reviewers and critics, and there were a lot of positive reactions to this movie. Saying that this was one of DreamWorks' best movies in a long time, and I see where they're coming from. So let's start with the characters. As our two main leads, each we'll talk about first, which are George and Harold. By the way, George, all with the white shirt and smart tie, and Harold's the one with the bad haircut. Just for a let you know. Anyway, their friendship in the movie would be the strongest part, since they really don't want to be separated and really find each other as good friends, and even though they might be separated by Mr. Crook. Speaking of Crook, he starts off as your typical grumpy principal who doesn't want any fun, and actually he's the villain. But when he's turned into Captain Underpants, he's more like the comic relief, where he offers some really nice humour and lots of funny moments. There are also the villain of the feature, Professor Poopy Pants, who wants to get rid of all laughter because of how his name has been. How people are teasing for his name, and has Martin, who's your basic teacher's pet. And they really don't focus much on the characters, which is kind of a letdown. Once I do, while I will admit Poopy Pants, this is a great villain, then they don't focus on him a lot. And Martin could have had a bit of a bigger character. Plus the twist of Professor Poopy Pants and his real name. Is kind of out of nowhere. kind of out of nowhere. Where? Anyways, with the story, what have we got? Well, we got some fun, that's what I know of. The story does offer just a lot of humour, which can be a hit and miss. On one hand, the funny moments can make the movie entertaining, and I know that this is definitely from like child's imagination. But on the other hand, it could be your typical basics. Movies that it's trying to be funny, but not many of the jokes land. The story itself, they do not offer much. There are some things that make the story feel easily predictable, or in my opinion. But then there's the animation, which is actually a really creative part in this movie. The animators really did have a fun time with what they had. Had often lots of humour, of cartoon elements to the designs and character animation, which makes them feel nice. I think unique, whether they just use especially when they use a lot of squash and stretch. And plus the fact that this wasn't actually made at DreamWorks. It was made by another studio. Another studio. A bit similar to Abominable, or where it's made. Where it's a DreamWorks movie, but it's animated by Pearl. So overall, it's not one of the best DreamWorks movies, but this is one of the most ridiculous and funniest movies of the 2010 decade, and that's what makes it so enjoyable. Captain Underpants, the first epic movie, is a really funny new movie where it can have its problems from time to time, and with characters that are fun but don't offer much. And some weakness in the story, but there are some things you can admire. Most of the humour is pretty funny. The animation is unique, and the heart of Jordan Howell's relationship, it is really creative. If my best recommendation is more for kids and fans of the original Captain Underpants books, because those are the people that I feel will have the most fun of the movie. However, if you don't mind cartoony films that shut your brain off for a few minutes, then you're definitely gonna get something enjoyable out of it. It may not be one of DreamWorks' best films, but it certainly is one of the funnier films in the 2010th decade. And that's why I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Not an amazing movie, but at least it does have some fun to it. So, what am I going to do in the next episode of the review cycle? Well, May's going to be filled with a lot of reviews that I haven't done already. So I'm gonna keep it a surprise. But May's gonna be filled with a lot of movies. He's always reviewing. Actually, I'll tell you. been trying to do this like last year in October and this year in March, but now I feel like it's the best time. As we go to where go to celebrate the 75th anniversary of Thomas, Muslim friend. Let's go back to where his adventures on the island of Solo began. See you later, folks.